All right, everybody get ready because today we are going deep into a story that is just wild. It's making waves even in the unpredictable world of crypto. You ready for this? We've got meme coins. We've got massive amounts of money just flying around. And right at the center of it all is former President Donald Trump.
Yeah, it's really unbelievable. It's like someone took Wall Street, the internet, and a political thriller, threw it all in a blender, and hit puree. I mean, we're talking about a president who used to be all about cryptocurrency, but now he's up to his eyeballs in meme coins. And let's face it, a lot of people think meme coins are like the wild west of digital assets.
It's a real head scratcher. You know, the guy who wrote The Art of the Deal is now all about Trump and Melania coins. It doesn't quite add up.
It's a real curveball. And when you dig into the details, it gets even weirder. Did you know that Trump actually owns like 80% of these coins? Through his companies, of course.
80%. Seriously. That's not just dipping his toes in the water. That's like doing a cannonball right into the meme pool. What's the thinking behind that much ownership?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, you could say it shows he really believes these coins have potential, but it also raises a lot of questions about conflicts of interest, especially considering he might be involved in regulating the crypto industry again in the future.
You're not kidding about raising questions. And speaking of questions, what about this $58 million figure I keep hearing? $58 million in trading fees just in one day.
Oh yeah, that's a real number. Connor Grogan, a crypto researcher and former Coinbase executive, he estimated that the Trump organization pulled in that crazy amount of money, just from people buying and selling the Trump and Melania coins. And here's the kicker. Trump didn't even sell any of his own coins. It's all just from the trading frenzy.
So basically, these coins are making tons of money even before they go up in value. Okay, I think we need to back up a little for anyone who's new to this whole crypto thing. What exactly are meme coins, and how are they different from, say, Bitcoin or Ethereum?
Good point. Let's break it down. Think of Bitcoin and Ethereum as the veterans, the old guard of the crypto world. They have a clear purpose. They have established technology backing them up. Bitcoin, for instance, wants to be a decentralized payment system. And Ethereum gives developers a platform to build decentralized applications. Now, meme coins, they're the new kids on the block, the rebels. They're usually based on internet memes, online jokes, that kind of thing.
So instead of fancy algorithms and complex tech, they're running on internet humor and going viral.
You got it. It's all about the buzz. Take Dogecoin, for example, one of the first and most famous meme coins. It started as a joke based on that Shiba Inu dog meme, the Doge meme, and its value shot up not because of some big tech breakthrough, but because it went viral on social media and online forums.
So with a meme coin, it's more about hype than anything else.
Exactly. That's why their value is so volatile. They can go up or down like crazy based on trends, tweets, even celebrity endorsements. And that volatility is what makes them both exciting and dangerous.
Which brings us to one of the biggest fears in the meme coin world, the dreaded rug pull. Can you explain what a rug pull is, and why should anyone thinking about meme coins be aware of this?
Absolutely. Okay, picture this. You're standing on a nice rug, feeling all comfy. Suddenly, someone yanks the rug out from under you. You fall flat on your face. That's basically a rug pull in the crypto world.
So it's kind of a bait and switch. Draw investors in with hype and promises, and then bam, pull the rug out, and they're left with nothing.
You nailed it. Typically, the creators of a meme coin, they create this artificial hype to inflate the price, misleading marketing, maybe even getting celebrities or influencers involved. And then, when the price is high enough, they sell off all their coins at once. The price crashes, and everyone else is left holding worthless tokens.
That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen, especially for people who are new to crypto and don't see the warning signs. Are there any red flags to watch out for?
Oh, definitely. One of the biggest red flags is if the development team isn't transparent. If you can't find clear info on who's behind the coin or their history, be very, very careful.
So do your research?
Always. Also, watch out for projects that make crazy promises or guarantee huge returns. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Got it. But with these Trump and Melania coins, isn't there something about them being locked for 3 years? How does that affect the whole rug pull thing?
You're right. That's a key detail. The Trump coin website says that the major holders, including Trump, have to follow this 3-year unlocking schedule. They can't just dump all their coins at once and trigger a classic rug pull.
So it's like a safety net to prevent a sudden crash.
In theory, yes.
Yeah.
But even with that safeguard, there are still risks. Think of it like this. The rug might not be ripped away immediately, but it could still be slowly pulled out from under you over time.
Okay, so maybe not a full-blown rug pull, but there's still a chance for manipulation and gradual devaluation.
Exactly. And this is where the New York State Department of Financial Services comes in. Even before the Trump coins launched, they issued a warning about meme coins, highlighting the exceptional risk of fraud and loss of funds.
So even with precautions, the authorities are saying, hey, be careful out there.
Absolutely. And it's not just about losing money. There are ethical concerns, too. A lot of experts are worried about how much ownership is concentrated in Trump's hands, especially because he might have a hand in shaping crypto regulations in the future.
It's like a big tangled web of potential conflicts of interest. So we've got a former president with a big stake in meme coins, possible market manipulation, and regulators waving red flags. What happens next?
Well, that's where things get even more interesting. This whole situation has really stirred up the debate about crypto regulation, and there are two main sides emerging with very different perspectives.
Hold on. I think we need to pause right there. We've reached a cliffhanger, folks. We'll be back in a flash to unpack those different viewpoints and explore what this all means for the future of cryptocurrency. Don't go anywhere.
All right, we're back and ready to tackle the big question. What does Trump's jump into meme coins mean for the future of crypto regulation? You were about to tell us about these two opposing camps.
Right. You got the skeptics. They think this whole thing just throws a wrench into crypto's credibility. They're worried that regulators are already on edge about crypto, the volatility, the potential for scams. And now they'll just point to Trump's meme coins as proof that the whole industry needs stricter rules.
So instead of making crypto more mainstream, it might actually lead to a crackdown.
That's what they're afraid of. They say this just reinforces the idea that crypto is all about speculation and getting rich quick. And that overshadows the real innovation and benefits of blockchain technology.
It's like they're worried the whole industry will get a bad reputation. Even the projects that are trying to be legitimate and have real-world uses. Exactly. And they look at things like the European Union's MiCA regulation, which is all about creating a solid regulatory framework for crypto assets. They think incidents like this could push regulators towards even stricter measures, which could end up stifling innovation.
Okay, so that's the skeptical side. But you mentioned another group with a more optimistic view. What's their take on all of this?
Well, the optimists, they see as silver lining. They argue that someone like Trump, with his business sense and his past support for crypto, wouldn't get involved in this unless he saw a way for it to become more accepted, even something as unconventional as meme coins.
So they think he's playing the long game, betting that meme coins, or at least the blockchain technology behind them, will eventually become part of mainstream finance.
That's one way to look at it. They believe this could actually encourage regulators to engage more with the crypto world, not to shut it down, but to figure out how to regulate it in a way that allows for innovation while still protecting investors.
So instead of a knee-jerk reaction, they see this as a chance for more thoughtful regulation.
Precisely. They think it could force regulators to acknowledge the diversity of crypto assets, including meme coins, and develop regulations that address the specific risks of each type of asset, instead of trying to create a one-size-fits-all solution.
That's an interesting point. Instead of slowing things down, it could actually speed up the development of a more tailored regulatory approach.
Exactly. Think about it. If regulators, especially in the US, have to deal with the complexities of meme coins and someone like Trump being involved, it could lead to a more comprehensive and forward-thinking regulatory framework that benefits the entire industry.
It's like a forced evolution of the regulatory landscape. But let's be realistic for a second. Isn't there a chance this optimism is misplaced? Could this whole thing backfire and make things even more complicated?
Of course, there's always that risk. If regulators overreact, if they create regulations that are too burdensome and stifle innovation, or make it too hard to enter the market, it could have a negative impact on the entire industry.
It's like a balancing act. They need to find a way to protect investors without holding back the growth and potential of this technology.
Exactly. And that's the real challenge. It requires a deep understanding of the technology, the market, the risks, and the benefits. It's not about banning everything or embracing everything. It's about creating a framework that encourages responsible innovation.
So you're saying the key is not to panic or get too excited, but to approach this with a clear head and be willing to have a thoughtful discussion with everyone involved.
Absolutely. This situation highlights how important open communication and collaboration are between regulators, industry leaders, and the crypto community as a whole. It's about finding a way forward that benefits everyone.
It sounds like the next few years will be critical for cryptocurrency. The decisions made today will have a lasting impact on how this technology develops and becomes part of our lives.
There's no doubt about it. We're at a crucial point. And what happens with Trump's meme coins could very well determine which direction we head in.
Earlier, you mentioned that some people who support Trump's move into meme coins see it as potentially good for regulations, especially when it comes to taxes. Can you explain that a little more?
Sure. The lack of clarity around crypto taxes has been a problem for a long time for investors and businesses in the crypto space. Right now, different places treat crypto income differently, which leads to confusion and potential legal issues. Some people argue that Trump getting involved in meme coins and all the attention it's bringing to crypto might push regulators to finally create clearer guidelines for crypto taxation.
So it's like shining a light on something that's been in the dark for too long.
Exactly. And the hope is that this increased scrutiny could lead to more consistent and transparent tax policies that benefit both individuals and businesses in the crypto world.
Wouldn't it be something if a meme coin frenzy actually led to a better tax system for crypto?
It would be quite a twist, wouldn't it? But let's not forget about the potential downsides. If these regulations are rushed or don't take into account the nuances of the technology, they could create more problems than they solve.
Right. Even with good intentions, regulations can sometimes have unintended consequences.
Exactly. That's why a balanced and informed approach is so important.
Speaking of balance and information, you mentioned earlier how important it is to do your research. What are some key things people should consider when looking at meme coins? Or any crypto investment for that matter?
You're absolutely right. Due diligence is crucial.
Yeah.
Before you even think about investing in a meme coin or any crypto asset, take the time to understand the project, the team, the technology, the risks.
So it's not just about jumping on the bandwagon because of a catchy name or a funny meme.
Definitely not. Treat it like any other investment decision. Do your homework. Read the project's white paper if they have one. Look for independent audits and reviews. Check online forums and see what people are saying. And most importantly, be wary of anything that promises you'll get rich quick or guarantees unrealistic returns.
So a healthy dose of skepticism and common sense are essential when navigating the world of meme coins.
Absolutely. Remember, FOMO, the fear of missing out, can be a powerful motivator in the crypto world. But it can also lead to big mistakes.
Don't let the hype cloud your judgment.
Exactly. Take your time, do your research, and only invest what you can afford to lose.
And remember, if it sounds too good to be true...
It probably is.
Okay, I think we've covered a lot of ground here. Let's recap the key takeaways for our listeners. We've got a former president diving headfirst into meme coins, and that's creating a wave of uncertainty and debate about the future of crypto regulation.
That's a good summary. And this uncertainty has led to two opposing views. The skeptics who are worried about a regulatory crackdown, and the optimists who see this as a chance for a more balanced and comprehensive regulatory framework.
And while both sides have valid points, we don't know what the final outcome will be.
That's right. And as we move forward into this uncharted territory, it's crucial to remember the importance of due diligence, critical thinking, and a healthy dose of skepticism when looking at any crypto investment.
Well said. Now, before we wrap up, I have one last question for you, something to think about. Given everything we've discussed, could this whole situation with Trump's meme coins actually lead to a stronger and more transparent crypto industry in the long run?
It's a really tough one to answer. It's almost like trying to predict the weather in a hurricane, you know? So much going on, it's hard to say for sure. But I think it could happen. Sometimes you need a shake-up to make things better.
So you're saying all this chaos with Trump in meme coins, it could actually be the push the crypto world needs to get its act together?
Yeah, it's possible. Think about it. You've got a former president, someone who could really impact future regulations. And he's right in the middle of an industry that's been operating in a bit of a gray area for years. That kind of attention can force change, good or bad.
It's shining a giant spotlight on something that's used to being in the shadows.
Exactly. And when that happens, things that need fixing get exposed. Practices get questioned. Safeguards have to be put in place.
So this could be what finally pushes regulators to create a stronger system, one that balances innovation with protecting investors.
It could. Think about the impact on exchanges. They might have to start being more strict about which meme coins they list, be more upfront about the risks, and give investors better information and resources.
That would be a big step forward. It could help weed out the shady projects and give the legitimate meme coins, the ones trying to do something new, a better chance.
Right. And don't forget the potential impact on developing new technology and uses for blockchain. If this forces developers to focus more on real-world applications and less on hype, it could lead to some amazing breakthroughs.
So instead of just making the next viral meme coin, They might be inspired to create solutions for things like supply chains, voting systems, or decentralized finance.
Exactly. Sometimes a little pressure can lead to incredible creativity.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves. You said earlier there's also a chance this could backfire, right?
There's always that chance. You know what they say? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. If regulators overreact, try to control every little thing in the crypto world, it could stifle innovation and push development to places that are more crypto-friendly.
Like trying to tame a wild horse. If you're too rough, you might just get thrown off.
That's a perfect analogy. It's all about finding that balance, encouraging innovation while still protecting investors. And that takes open communication, working together, and learning from both the good and the bad that's happened before.
So basically this whole Trump meme coin thing, it's messy, it's unpredictable, but it could be a turning point for the crypto industry.
I think that's a fair assessment. And sometimes the most unexpected things lead to the biggest changes.
Well, I think we've given everyone a lot to think about.
Absolutely.
Any last words of wisdom before we wrap up this deep dive?
Just remember that the crypto world is constantly changing. There will always be new challenges, new opportunities, new surprises. So stay informed, stay curious, and keep learning.
Great advice. And with that, we'll bring this wild ride through meme coins, presidential ventures, and the future of crypto to a close. Thanks for listening, everyone.
It's been a pleasure. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the ever-changing world of digital technology.